Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Skegness Pleasure Beach. And I'm here today because today at Skegness Pleasure Beach, it's the fun night, and it's finally back for 2025. With the only thing different is that instead of fireworks, it's the laser show. Now here I'm in front of Perrin Stevens's Big Ben Tower, as you can see behind me. And behind me here is the Upside Down House. Now, back in 2023, I did a walkthrough video of the Upside Down House. It's apparently still the same interior inside, but it's just the colour scheme on the outside that's different, because originally it was pink, but now it's blue. And behind me, with Perrin Stevens's Big Ben Tower, I'm going to be doing a nighttime POV of it later tonight, which will be done as a separate video on my YouTube channel. As my video is just going to be a day vlog. And when the laser show happens on the fun night, again that will be a separate video. But yeah, today I'm going to be vlogging the Pleasure Beach for the first time in so many years, and do some on-ride POVs. I was originally going to make a POV compilation video of all the rides here at the Pleasure Beach, but because one of the rides is down, the Jungle Adventure, which I think is the safari train ride, I decided to do a vlog of this place instead, because I've never done a vlog of an amusement park before. So yeah, I'll show you around the Pleasure Beach and get some on-ride POVs. And then, of course, when it comes to night time, I'll be doing a nighttime POV of Perrin Stevens's Big Ben Tower, and of course, the Freak Out and the Wave Swinger, which will be done as separate videos to my channel. But I'll get started and show you around the Pleasure Beach throughout the day. Well, here we are at the Pleasure Beach in the main amusement park area. And the first ride I'll be going on today is the Rockin' Roller Coaster, and it's been here since 2006. But before that, they had the Storm Roller Coaster, which was a Pinfari RC40 roller coaster. Now, when I was little, I had wanted to go on the Storm, but I never got a chance to because I wasn't tall enough for the ride. But sadly, I never got a chance to ride the Storm. But I did ride another Pinfari RC40 roller coaster at Wigsted Park, unbeknownst to me. But yeah, the Rockin' Roller is still quite a good roller coaster to go on. So yeah, I'm going to take you on that first and show you a POV of it.
I'm glad you picked me, innit?
Yeah. Well, you are my fellow fairground enthusiast, Lennon.
Yeah. Well, you haven't word in the fair yet?
No.
Keyword yet.
Here we go. So we're partly at the top of the Rockin' Roller, and as you can see, this is a view of the Pleasure Beach from here. Oh. Just getting a few pictures of the overhead view of the Pleasure Beach on the top of the Rockin' Roller. So yeah, it's a really nice view of the Pleasure Beach from up here. But this here is the Rockin' Roller, which is my first ride of the day that I'm going to go on. And then I'm going to take you down on the Jurassic Resurrection. So here we go on the Rockin' Roller. This is a fabric spinning wild mouse coaster. And well, we're ascending up towards the first lift hill, and now the second. In my opinion, it's not as thrilling as the Storm Roller Coaster.
Oh yeah, the left is the can't fully for us.
Oh.
So we're going to spin loads.
Oh, Leonard was just saying to me was that we're going to be spinning loads on the Rockin' Roller. Well, here we go. Let's see how these fabric spinning wild mouse roller coasters go.
A bit rough.
Well, I'm not sure how rough it is. Oh, I think it's a little bit smoother than what it used to be.
Leave.
Oh my gosh! Definitely following the same principle as a waltzer here. But this ride is themed around 1950s rock stars. And I'm on Little Richard. That's the name of this car that I'm on. But my favourite car on the Rockin' Roller is Elvis Presley. 1950s rock stars. I love it. And there's a few on here as well. few models of them on there. Yeah, Lennon was to say it's a little bit rough on the rock and roller. Oh. There we go. Right, well that was my ride on the rock and roller, and now that I've rode the rock and roller, it's now time for me to ride one of the brand new rides here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, which is the Jurassic Resurrection, deep down in the depths of the rock and roller building. I'll see you there, everyone. It's there.
That's tripping.
Well, here we go. We're on the Jurassic Resurrection, and it should start in a minute. And here we go. So basically, Jurassic Resurrection is essentially another ghost train at the Pleasure Beach, but it's a lot more intense in here. And it's one of the 3 brand new rides at Skegness Pleasure Beach for 2025. They reused one of the 2P machines here for the dino incubator. But I've got to say, it's a lot better than the ghost train riding along the Jurassic Resurrection. It is, yeah. Lennon was just saying it was nice and cold in here too. And then of course you've got the, and then here is the best part. You've got the underwater effect here on the screen, showing all the Jurassic reptiles that swam underwater. And then there's the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now I've got to say, this last year when we had It's a Small World Big Adventure from the Burton family, I've got to say this ride has paved the way. I've got to say that ride has paved the way for this ride, the Jurassic Resurrection, because they're both dark rides, and they were both converted from arcade buildings. A long time ago, the Rock and Roller building, this used to be an arcade. I think what James Botton has done, and Jimmy Botton, they must have taken inspiration from the Burton family into converting one of their arcade buildings into a dark ride.
A lot of these buildings was really are normally sweat boxes.
I see.
And like in here it's nice and cold. A lot of them are really hot and makes you feel stuff.
I see. I think we are nearing the end of the ride already. And there we go, there's the end of the ride cycle. Well, next up, I'm going to go on the Big Apple coaster. Now when I was little and I rode the Big Apple coaster, I wasn't even aware that this was a roller coaster because of how slow it went. But I do remember my mum took me on this ride throughout when I was 3 and 4 years old because I wasn't tall enough for the Storm roller coaster. So the next roller coaster I'm going to go on is the Big Apple coaster. So it's one of the 4 roller coasters here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, and this is my second roller coaster of the day that I'm going on. The other 2 is the Runaway Mine Train, and also the Queen Bee. So I hope you enjoy my POV of the Big Apple coaster, and here we go. Well, here we go. I believe this Pinfari Big Apple coaster has been around since the late 1980s, I believe. this is a Big Apple, and a few years ago I think they gave it a fresh repaint, so it looks a lot better than what it was back in 2017. And it's slow to start, but it seems to have a sudden acceleration on the lower part of the apple. But yeah, this is a Pinfari Big Apple coaster. But I have seen a few other manufacturers. I think there's like, I have seen a few other manufacturers as well, which looks exactly the same as this. So it's hard to recognise, but this one is definitely a Pinfari Big Apple coaster. But it is a popular family coaster ride as well. This roller coaster is mostly slow. That's why I didn't really see it as a roller coaster when I was little. Here we go again. Acceleration on the lower parts didn't make me scream. unlike the runaway mine train coaster, which I'm going to show you later. I think with a Big Apple coaster, I think the train goes around 3 times, I think, before it stops at the platform. So I think this is the 3rd and final round, I think. Here we go again. Someone waving. I wonder if they recognise me as a vlogger. There we go, and that's the end of the ride. Right, here we go with the next ride, and me and Lennon are now going to go on the wave swinger. This is the brand new ride for 2025, and what I love about this ride is the sky themed artwork on it, because you got beautiful sky pictures on the artwork, and that's what I love about this wave swinger ride. And in my opinion, it's the most beautiful ride here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. So here we go, and I'm going to take you on the wave swinger next, and show you what the ride is like. So here we go. I've just heard the bell, which is the sound of the ride starting. Here we go. The ride starts. Here we are on the wave swinger, which is the most recent new ride to arrive at Skegness Pleasure Beach this year. So it opens on the 30th of August 2025. Brand new? Yeah, it's brand new. It's one of the 3 brand new rides at Skegness Pleasure Beach for 2025. And the wave swinger opens on the 30th of August 2025. What I love about this ride is it's a beautiful sky themed artwork on this ride, and it's a Preston and Barberry SRL flying swinger. I was going to say it's not a bad ride. It's not a bad ride to replace the Super Trooper. It still does the same swinging out and spinning motion as what the Super Trooper did, although much more tamer. ride here before at Henry Chipperfield's Vintage Fun Fair, but I think James Botton must have taken inspiration and brought a wave swinger to replace the Super Trooper for this year. But the experience is similar to Perrin Stevens' Big Ben Tower. But this one's more on ground, and it still does the same, but it does, however, do the swinging out and spinning and tilting motion, like what the Super Trooper did. I've got to say it's much more slower in speed than what the Super Trooper is, because I think the Super Trooper was more of a thrill ride, but the Wave Swinger, I'd say it's more of a family ride, this one. Pardon? Oh, that's good. Then it was just letting me know that the Big Ben was open. Maybe I might get another free ride when I vlog on it. Here we go. Oh, up in the rides at the end. Well, I've got to say, even though this ride is more tamer than what the Super Trooper is, it's still not a bad family ride to install as my fairground birthplace. The Skegness Pleasure Beach, this is the birthplace of where I first became interested in fairground rides back when I was 3 years old. And I've got to say, bringing in new rides quite frequently, it seems to be a most recent thing that the Botton family are doing since 2023. It takes a while for the ride to stop. This does when it's back to the ground again. I just saw the sensor fully lowered down to the middle, so I think that's the end of the ride now. So here we go then. I'll go and take you on the next ride. Hopefully the freak out. Looks like the freak out is back open again. So I think I might take you on that ride next, because that is my favourite ride at the Pleasure Beach. Oh, and there goes the bell, which indicates the end of the ride cycle for the wave swinger. Well, I've just got off the wave swinger ride now. I've got to say it's not a bad ride, but not as thrilling as the Super Trooper. But the artwork on it is even more beautiful than what the Super Trooper is. But yeah, but the next ride, as I said earlier, that I'm going to go on is Freak Out. And that is my favourite ride here at the Skegness Pleasure Beach. It was new to the Pleasure Beach back in 2016, and I've been longing for a freak out at the Pleasure Beach since I was a teenager, because that was my iconic fairground ride at the travelling fairgrounds like Boston Mayfair. So to see a freak out at the Skegness Pleasure Beach, it's amazing. So I'm going to be taking you on the freak out now, and I'm going to get you a POV of it. And I've got to say, it's an absolutely stunning ride, and I think as well, this is the first ever freak out ride to receive an RGB lighting package, as you can see here. So I'm going to take you on the freak outs now and get you a POV of my favourite fairground ride here at the Pleasure Beach. Well, here we go on the freak out. This is my favourite fairground ride here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. And let's see how much power she's got. I think this ride is 9 years old now. I think this is the only thrill ride here amongst the flat rides here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, I think. Well, as you can see on the roof, as you probably might see on the roof, the technicians are getting the laser show ready for the front lights. So this freak out ride is giving you some good views of what's going on up on the roof. I'm going to say this freak-out ride is a bit of a time machine at night time, because back in 2016 when I rode this took me back to riding John Doug's Oblivion at Boston Mayfair, and I think when I ride this at night time during the fun night, it's going to take me back to riding Mark Thurston's Chaos at Boston Fair, both the May and October one. Although I have to admit, the freak out at Skegness Pleasure Beach isn't as good as Mark Thurston's Chaos. But still, I have to admit, on all freakouts, they're best ridden on at night time. But this is my iconic flat ride at travelling fairs. So to see the Pleasure Beach at Skegness have this freak out, it's really amazing. I think they probably waited about 5 or 6 years for KMG to make their ride and deliver it to them. So I think James Botton ordered it back in 2012, I think. Oh, I think it's getting towards the fast ride cycle now. Here we go. This is the best part. Woo-hoo-hoo! I think it's slowing down now, I think. But the only annoying thing about these KMG manufactured rides is that the restraints will only lock at a certain angle. Thankfully, I still fit on the restraints on these freakouts. And there we go. That's the end of the ride cycle on the freakout. I'll be showing you a nighttime POV of this ride at night time as a separate video later on. Right, so I've been on the freakout, and next up is the Super Waltzer, which I'm just going to show you. So yeah, this is the waltzers I'm going to go on next. It's the Super Waltzer, and apparently it's the fastest non-travelling waltzer in the UK. And I do believe that. I also do believe this is one of the only few waltzers I've seen to have side tyre-driven waltzers. And I do love the fire artwork on the Super Waltzer. They've had this artwork on the waltzer since 2011 when they modernised the artwork on it. But before 2011, they did have like traditional fairground artwork on the waltzers. So yeah, for the waltzers of Skegness Pleasure Beach, they don't look too bad. So I'm going to take on the waltzers now, and I'll let you know what they're like. So I'm going to do an on-ride video of the waltzers now, and well, I'll see you on there. Well, here we go on the waltzers. I believe this set of waltzers have been around here since the 1960s, and it's a Maxwell waltzer. What are you doing? Pardon? That's what I said in my blog earlier, Lennon. It's a tyre-driven waltzer. Fastest non-travelling in the UK. That's what I said in my blog, Lennon. I'm trying to. Thankfully, we've got someone rocking the waltzers. We're going to lean your way in a second, yeah? Yeah. Lean your way. Wow, look at that. We managed to self-spin the waltzers here, but I think the way the staff has helped to spin the waltzer cars as well, that hopefully should make it even more faster. It's still a small waltzer, but it's still quite fast. Here we go! It's got some spinning force to it. would be nice if there was some sort of lighting package on here other than the LEDs. It would make this water even more special if it had disco lights and everything. Here we go. So we have a traditional fairground ride here at Pleasure Beach. I think a lot of them are. Oh my God! I might do a nighttime POV of the waltzes as well, I think. I love how fast these cars spin. So as I said before, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, because I'll be doing a separate nighttime onride POV of the waltzes here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. I think it's slowing down to a stop, I think, or is it still going on? I think it's still going on. Oh my gosh! It's still spinning, it's still spinning! Some of the waltzes I've been on were converted from its older Speedway arc. But the only arc I've been on was this one at Scarborough Fair Collection. The waltzer is the arc's younger twin. So the difference is between a waltzer and an arc. On a waltzer you've got spinning cars, so on an arc you have like fixed animal or motorbike mounts. Oh, I think the waltzer is finally coming to a stop now, which is good. And now I'm going to take another spin on the twister this time.
I've got to say that was a fantastic spin on the waltzers, and yeah, even though it went really fast, it hasn't made me feel really dizzy. But I'm going to be taking another spin on another traditional fairground ride here at the Pleasure Beach, which is the twister, or as I think they call it, I think Skegness Pleasure Beach call theirs the flying twist. But yeah, I'm going to go on the twister next. So I'll take you along. I thought I might show you along the way here. There's a pirate ship, which is a Huss pirate ship, and I believe it's been here since 1986. And then we've got the Flying Dumbos, which is manufactured by Colmax Plus, and that's been here since 2017. We've got a beach house, bar and grill over here. Some really nice food stalls here, and then there's like and then there's another. And I think there's a bar up here, and I believe up on the balcony areas where you can have your drinks up there if you want to. So yeah, up here next, I'm going to be going on the twister. Oh, they have renamed theirs the twister because it originally was called the Flying Twist. And I believe the twister, this version of the twist, has been here since the late 1990s. They did originally have a grass cutter twist, but I think it was in 1998, I think it was, when they replaced it with a more modern twister. And this twister here is manufactured by Sona Case, and I think the artwork that they've done on it was fairly recent. And what I do love about this twister is that it's got beautiful beach-themed artwork. So yeah, I'm going to take you on the twister now, and I'll see you on the ride.
Here we go. Botton's Twister. I like how this ride has got the name of the family on this twister. I think it was in 2021 when they modernised the artwork on the twister, I think. Although I think it was in 2017 when they put the vinyl stickers on the lights on the edge of the fencing. Yeah, I believe it's all vinyl stickers for the artwork on this ride, as opposed to the airbrush art that some rides have. Some twisters can go backwards, but this one only goes forwards, like what most twisters do. Of all the twisters I've been on, I think I've only ever been on ones that went forwards. I think there was only one that I went on that actually went backwards. When Gary Evans brought his down to Boston for the last time back in 2019. Battery left on this ride. Long ride cycle on the twister. I think that's the end of the ride now, I think. Here we go. Oh, yep, it's definitely the end of the ride cycle now. I hope you've enjoyed the ride, everyone.
Well, there we go. That was a ride on the twister. I've got to say, it's not exactly that fast, but it still does the job it does. And yeah, I've got to say, I've enjoyed the twister. It's nice to have a ride on it, but it doesn't. But it still hasn't made me feel dizzy yet. And but yeah, I'm not sure what ride I'm gonna go on next. I might either go on the Queen Bee coaster or the Runaway Mine Train. But yeah, I'll just have I'll show you a quick look around the Pleasure Beach at what there is. So over here you've got the Formula 1 ride. This version's been here since 2019, but there was an older version that was here before that, and I remember going on that version when I was little, around when I was 3 and 4 years old. As you can see, the twister's starting again. This is the off-ride shot of it. Thought I might show you the twister off-ride. And up here you've got several game stalls. There's a set of yo-yos which offer a similar experience to the wave swinger. And then I think, I'm not sure what ride I'm going to go on next, but I think I might go on the Runaway Mine Train coaster. When I was little, this was the only ride that I actually found thrilling amongst the roller coasters here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, because on the Helix part I used to scream on it, but then when I rode it 10 years later when I was 14, I actually found it wasn't that fast and it no longer made me scream on it. But I think that might have been because I got much older and I was now a teenager when I went on it 10 years later. But yeah, this was the most thrilling roller coaster that I got when I was little. So yeah, I think I've made my decision on what ride to go on next, which will be the Runaway Mine Train coaster. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
And here we go on the Runaway Mine Train coaster. Now, when I was little, this used to be my favourite ride because on the helix bit, it used to make me scream. And I actually thought that was the most thrilling roller coaster that I'd ever been on. Well, the closest to what the closest thrilling roller coaster I've got. But I've been longing to ride the Storm roller coaster at Skegness Pleasure Beach. But sadly, that's now gone. But the other roller coaster I wanted to go on was the Millennium roller coaster at Fantasy Island, which thankfully is still there. But yeah, this was the most thrilling roller coaster that I managed to get on in my childhood. Now, however, though, it doesn't make me scream now anymore on the helix bit, as it happened from when I was 14, when I went to the Pleasure Beach for the first time in 10 years. And because on the helix bit, it didn't feel as fast as I imagined it to be. But that's probably when you get when you're older, I guess. Here we go again. As you can see here, that's the volcano. I think they've recently repainted it a few years ago. That's the helix bit. But yeah, that bit used to make me scream, that did, when I was little. But I didn't even know that this was a roller coaster. Well, probably because I didn't know the name of a ride on these when I was little. I think it was until, I'd probably say I was probably about 5 years old when I knew that these rides were called roller coasters. But because of how slow and then suddenly fast this was, I didn't even realise that this was called a roller coaster, mainly because it had a train thing to it. But the only ride I really considered to be a roller coaster back then was the Storm. I think this goes around somewhere between 3 and 5 times, I think it does. But my other favourite ride that I liked at the Pleasure Beach was a futuristic train called, I think it was called Starlight Express, I think it was called. And I think that's been replaced by the Sparby train. Oh, the volcano's smoking! Nice to see the effects on this ride. Compared to Fantasy Island's volcano ride, at least the volcano here at Skegness Pleasure Beach still smokes. And I think that's the end of the ride cycle now. Well, as I'm walking towards the Big Ben Tower, I've just seen there's a ride here from its cousin park, Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, which is the Drop and Twist. And that was brand new back in 2023, but unfortunately I was too tall to ride this. So the only shot I managed to do was an off-ride shot. So we're going to go over to the Big Ben Tower now and hopefully do an off-ride shot, and hopefully we might also get an on-ride shot as well. So here we go. As you can hear behind me is the Jurassic Park theme tune. As you can see, that's the exterior of the Jurassic Resurrection ride there. And there's a dinosaur. Well, here we go. I'm going to go on the Big Ben Tower now, which is owned by Perrin Stevens. And I've got my Big Ben token. It's not part of the wristband and token system at the Pleasure Beach, unfortunately, but it is £10 a ride. But thankfully Roxanne has let me have a free ride on it because she sees that I'm a fairground enthusiast. And yeah, she sees that I'm a fairground enthusiast. So I'd like to say a massive big thank you to her for letting me have a free ride on the Big Ben Tower. And hopefully she will again later in the evening when I do my separate on-ride POV of it at night time. So yeah, I found out the manufacturer of the Runaway Mine Train coaster over at Pleasure Beach, which is manufactured by Big Country Motioneering. And now I'm going to go on the Big Ben Tower. So I'll see you on there.
Get ready for takeoff. Countdown.
Big Ben Tower. Apparently this is sometimes 80-metre Starflyer ride. I've got to say, it's great to hear the fairground jingles on this ride. In the way it makes Skegness Pleasure Beach look more like a proper fairground in a way. Mind you, this is the guest ride at Skegness Pleasure Beach, Terence Stevens' Big Ben Tower. And it is manufactured by Funtime Group. I believe this is their big seller, this one. The Starflyer. Here we go. We're just going to show you some overhead views of Skegness. Now, Chipperfield's vintage funfair is already gone now, but at least we've still got Terence Stevens' Big Ben Tower. Mind you, Henry Chipperfield's vintage funfair did also have a Starflyer ride as well, but the Big Ben Tower that Terence Stevens owns, this will always reign supreme over Henry Chipperfield's one. Because it's much taller. Oh my goodness. My girlfriend Isabel definitely wouldn't like this, because she's scared of heights. And my mother certainly wouldn't like this either, because she's also scared of heights too. But for me, I'm a fearless person on any ride. Got the wind rushing in my face as well. Lovely views of Skegness. Wow. I can even see the town centre from here too. But yeah, the POV of this ride, it's very special. I can see Skegness for miles along here. Oh, I think we're coming down now. But yeah, it's a lovely Starflyer ride that Funtime Group have manufactured. Yeah. Most Starflyer rides I've been on were like 70 metres, and apparently from what I've heard, there's a Starflyer ride from Nottingham Goose Fair that's 85 metres tall, so I think it is 5 metres taller than the Big Ben Tower. Oh, I think we're going again. Here we go again. I think we're going back up again. Oh, still at the same height. Now we're coming down. What I've got to say, for a family ride, it's slightly thrilling, and I've got to say, for a family ride, it's slightly thrilling. But I've got to say, this is the #1 Starflyer ride, the Big Ben Tower. It's nice to see that Terence Stevens got this thing throughout London. There we go, that's the end of the ride cycle. So I'll be back on it later tonight.
Well, I've just been on Terence Stevens' Big Ben Tower, and it's one of the UK's tallest Starflyer rides in the UK. I think it's 80 metres high it is. And yeah, I can see the Skegness area for miles up here at the top. But now I'm just having my pack up, as you can see. So yeah, I'm going to have my pack up now, and then I think I might have a go on the Queen Bee coaster. Well, I've finished having my packed lunch now, so I'm going to go on the next ride in my vlog, which is the Queen Bee coaster.
Now this ride has been here since 2002, and it's the only Pinfari Queen Bee coaster in the world at the minute. And as you can see, it's an inverted version of the Big Apple. So basically, it's a suspended family coaster version of the Big Apple, as you can see. Now I don't know why the Botton family decided to go for an inverted Big Apple coaster, but unlike the Big Apple coaster, this suspended coaster version, the Queen Bee, is actually on the rooftop. Now that's what I love about the Pleasure Beach in Skegness, is that they've got a few rooftop coasters, Rockin' Roller and Queen Bee. I think the Queen Bee was the second rooftop coaster that they built. Because the first was the Rockin' Roller, which of course previously had other roller coasters like the Storm and the Cyclone, and there was also a Wild Mouse coaster at some point in the past as well. As you can see in the background, to show you the pirate ship swinging there, in the background with the Twister. So I'll go on that one later, the pirate ship. But for now, I'm going to take you on the Queen Bee coaster. So here we go. Whilst I'm waiting for my ride on the Queen Bee coaster, I want to show you that at the top of the Queen Bee coaster, on top of the roof of the main amusement arcade building, you get a really nice view of the Pleasure Beach at the top here. I would say, in my opinion, it's probably a little bit better than the wheel when you get some aerial views of the whole amusement park. But yeah, thought I might show you the view of it whilst I'm waiting for my ride on the Queen Bee. Well, here we go with the Queen Bee coaster. Now, it is the only Pinfari Queen Bee coaster in the world. Basically, this is an inverted version of the Big Apple, and in my opinion, it's nicer than the Big Apple that Bottons have got here at the Pleasure Beach. So much nicer than the Big Apple coaster, in my opinion. It's the same layout as the Big Apple, but the only thing that's different is that this one is a suspended coaster version, whereby the Big Apple is a sit-down coaster. Yeah, the Queen Bee coaster is a Pinfari's suspended coaster version of the Big Apple, and apparently it's the only one left in the world. Because only two of these have been built in the world, and so if you want to ride that's unique, you should come down to Skegness Pleasure Beach, because this is the only Queen Bee coaster ride in the world. It does go around 3 times, but I did have a bit of an outtake earlier. Well, there we go. That was the ride on the Queen Bee coaster there. I had a bit of an outtake on the Queen Bee coaster because I faulted on my commentary, which is why you probably would have only seen the Queen Bee coaster go around once there. But yeah, the Queen Bee coaster does go around 3 times. But as I faltered on my commentary, I had to do a retake again. So I'm now going to skip to 4 o'clock now, because that's when the action really starts at Fun Night. So I'm going to click my fingers, and yeah, I'll fast forward to 4 o'clock. Well, I've skipped to 4 o'clock now, and the action really is starting now at Skegness Pleasure Beach, because that's the start of Fun Night, officially. And it's getting busier because the wristbands are much cheaper now, because I think they are £15 now, because it is now past 4 o'clock. And I'm still in the Blue Arch, because this is where the motion simulator used to be, I think. But so I do remember riding it when I was little. But yeah, and now I'm going to continue with my POVs here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, and I'm probably going to continue up until 8 o'clock, and then I'm going to do my separate nighttime POVs of the Freak House, Wave Swinger, the Waltzers, and possibly the Big Ben Tower as well. And then of course I'll be doing another separate video of the laser show. And now I'm going to take you on the giant wheel over at Skegness Pleasure Beach, because over there you get a really good view of the Pleasure Beach from the top of the wheel. So here we go. Lightning McQueen is here, everyone. And there we are, we've got the inflatable lifeboats just there. I'm going to get myself a picture over here before I go onto the wheel. Well, I've just noticed on the way to the wheel, we've got a transformer bot visiting the Pleasure Beach. So this is going to be another photo opportunity for me. And as you can see, lots of families are having pictures taken with the transformer bot. So yeah, I'm going to have my picture taken with him, and then I'll carry on to the big wheel. So yeah, that's the transformer bot. One of the many attractions here at Skegness Pleasure Beach.
I'm going to ask him if he can stop at this top for us. Alright.
Now here we go. This is the giant wheel at Skegness Pleasure Beach. This is where you can get aerial views from the top. Now this Ferris wheel here has been here since 2004, replacing the older Flying Saucers Ferris wheel, and it's a Fabry Ferris wheel, this one is. And as you can see, we're nearly at the top of the wheel. Not as high as Big Ben, but at least it's more gentler enough for you views of Skegness. I normally tend to use these Ferris wheels as a means of taking in aerial views. I do, rather than well, I normally use these Ferris wheels as a means of taking in aerial views of places, rather than as a ride. But as you can see, it's a beautiful Ferris wheel that Skegness Pleasure Beach have got. We're nearly at the top again. Would you like to go for a dip? What's that? No, thank you.
Chili on our...
Well, I'm just sort of doing it just to get some aerial views. Pardon?
Did you mention your work from them?
Not yet.
That should be your entrance.
I'll do it after I've been on the wheel then. Yeah. Hopefully the wheel will stop at the top, and then I can get some aerial shots of the Pleasure Beach from the top of the wheel. But we are quite high at the minute. And I might go on the Wild River later. Yeah. You have to pay extra for that one, Leonard. But yeah, Wild River you have to pay extra for as well, but I'll definitely do it, so I've got the money to do it. We're nearly there. I think, are we nearly at the top yet? Look at the wind farm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can see there's wind turbines on the sea. Oh, almost forgot to show you. They're setting up the equipment on top of the roofs, on top of the stalls over there. It's mostly game stalls below, but there's also a safari train ride as well, which is Jungle Adventure, and I think there's a few market stalls on here as well. But right on the top of them, this is where they're displaying their laser show.
What's that place in Kingdom?
And we're right at the top of the wheel now, so I'm going to get some aerial shots of the Pleasure Beach. So I'll see you at the bottom of the wheel. Almost forgotten to mention as well, on a very clear day, you can see Hunstanton right opposite the beach of Skegness, because Norfolk is right on the other end of the sea in Skegness. So what you can see over there, those cliffs over there, that's Hunstanton. And I can see the Ferris wheel starting to come down now. According to Lennon, he said that he could have seen the sub tower from Boston from the top of the wheel, but I don't know if he did. And now we're right at the bottom of the wheel. Well, that was my ride on the giant wheel, and now I'm going to show you something that's on the wave swinger, because apparently Skegness Pleasure Beach, they're supporting World Fun Fair Month, and I'm very happy about this, especially because Skegness Pleasure Beach is the birthplace of where I first became interested in fairground rides back when I was 3 years old. So I'll show you the World Fun Fair Month poster on the fencing. There it is, World Fun Fair Month. That's what Skegness Pleasure Beach are supporting, as you can see on the fencing there. That's the banner. I'm really happy that they are supporting World Fun Fair Month here. And of course, next to it, there's a new wave swinger signage for it. And that's apparently their new logo, wave swinger. And apparently it's got a maximum height of 2 metres. But luckily I'm under 2 metres, so I don't have to worry about it. Right, it's pirate ship time now. So I'm going to take you on the pirate ship now. This ride is a Huss pirate ship. It's been at the Pleasure Beach since, I think it was since 1986, I believe. I could be wrong, it could be earlier than that, but it's definitely been around since the 1980s. But according to the ride operator that's been on the pirate ship, he said to me was that apparently Skegness Pleasure Beach are replacing their pirate ship next year. So maybe this could be the last season for the Huss pirate ship. But we'll see when it comes to next season. But I do hope they keep this Huss pirate ship going, because Huss do a lot of classic rides they do, and I think the pirate ship is still their best seller. So I'm going to take you on the pirate ship now, and I hope you enjoy the POV. Well, I've got to say, for Saturday night, for Skegness Pleasure Beach's fun night, it's starting to get very busy now, because as you can see, the queue is about, I'd say about a quarter of a mile long it is. It just shows how popular the fun night is at Skegness Pleasure Beach, especially when the wristbands go down to £15 after 4 PM. But I'm going to go on the pirate ship now before it gets busy. Well, here we go with a pirate ship. It's a classic Huss pirate ship, and it's been at the Pleasure Beach since the 1980s. And a long time ago when I rode this used to be a really thrilling ride because the ship used to go in a vertical position, but now it's pretty much just going at a snail's pace. I think it only swings up to 75 degrees now. I don't understand how the kids could still scream on this. It is quite tame. I know. I remember. I used to scream on the runaway mine train a long time ago, Leonard. Yeah. I don't think I rode the pirate ship when I was little, but according to my mum, she did say that she once took me on the pirate ship when I was little because I wanted to go on it, but we never went on it again because she got sick. But I don't remember riding the pirate ship when I was little.
Keys on the front. Also, if I have time tonight, I make you a logo.
I'm alright, Lennon. Well, I think that was the pirate ship. I just felt the brakes, so that was the end of the ride.
Do you have to wrap another boat? Or are you going to do the river wrap?
Well, I'm going to go on the Wild River next now, Lennon.
Right, so that was my ride on the pirate ship. I'm going to have another go on the Queen Bee, only because I had a bit of an outtake earlier. So I'm going to go on the Queen Bee again and show you the full 3 laps on the Queen Bee. So here we go. And there's its signage.
Well, here we go. Here we go again on the Queen Bee coaster here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, and it's a unique ride in the world because this is the only Queen Bee coaster left in the world, as I explained earlier. So that's one of the reasons why to come to Skegness Pleasure Beach, because it's the only inverted Big Apple coaster in the world. So I'm going to show you the full 3 laps here around on the Queen Bee at Skegness Pleasure Beach. That was lap number 1. That starts with lap number 2.
I would have thought you'd go to the fairground food tonight.
Well, I'm not sure what food on the sides, Lennon.
Loaded fries,
Yeah,
burgers, waffles,
yeah.
and desserts. And a kebab.
Oh. What sort of food sauce do you recommend then, Lennon?
I recommend desserts.
Oh,
I know you got a sweet tea.
yeah. I might go for a McDonald's though, because it's on site. Oh, here we go. I think that's lap number 3. I think we're on our third lap, aren't we, Leonard? Yeah. I think the Queen Bee coaster, it goes round 3 times, just like what the Big Apple does. In my opinion, this is the most beautiful ride here at Skegness Pleasure Beach.
What about the road swinger?
I like the way swinger too. I would say this is the most beautiful roller coaster here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. And there we go. That's the end of the ride. At least I've shown you the full 3 laps this time.
Well, I've
just been on the Queen Bee coaster, and yeah, I'll show you the full 3 laps here, which is good, because the first time I went on it, I had a bit of an outtake earlier. So I've been on the Queen Bee coaster again, and I've shown you the full 3 laps around the track. But now I'm going to show you the DJ booth. So as you can see, the action starting to take shape here at Skegness Pleasure Beach on their fun night. So I'll just show you the DJ booth. And there it is. That's where the DJ is. And as you can see, that's the DJ booth up there. And then as you can see, the DJ's doing his tunes. This is where the DJ booth is, above one of the bars here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. Lovely piece of equipment as well when he mixes all the tunes. Right, so I'm going to head down to the Wild River now and show you a POV of the Wild River. And right behind me, the queues are starting to get really big here at the Pleasure Beach because it is fun night tonight. And it's nice to see that lots of people are attending the Pleasure Beach for the fun night event. So after 4 o'clock it gets busy because the wristbands are only £15. But now I'm going to go over to the Wild River. Sadly it's not included in the wristbands or the token system, and it is £4 per ride, but I'm going to show you a POV of the Wild River anyway. I just hope I don't get too wet, because I do get a little bit scared getting absolutely drenched on rides. So yeah, I'm going to show you the Wild River now, and I'll see you there. Well, as you can see, I've got my Wild River token. So I think I just pay the attendant with the token, and yeah, now I'm going to go on the ride and show you a POV of the Wild River. Right, here we go with the Wild River, and I'm probably going to regret getting drenched on this if I do get wet, but I want to show you this ride, even though it's not included in the wristband and token system, because it is £4 a ride, but it is worth riding. It is a Revachon Wild River, it's a Revachon log flume. Well, the first drop was bad enough, but the second drop I'm going to get even more wet. But the ride here, it's been here since 2004, so it's been here for 21 years now. But it's still functioning really good. It's one of the only 2 Revachon manufactured fairground rides here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. The Dodgems themselves, the Dodgem cars are manufactured by Revachon, even though the Dodgem track is manufactured by Burton. I'll show you the Dodgems later, after I've had my McDonald's. But here we go with the second drop. Oh, this is where I'm going to get scared, because I don't like getting drenched. Here we go. Oh! 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 Oh, I don't think I am that wet. I think I've just been sprayed with water, thankfully, because I was right at the back of the car. But I think it is worse when you're right at the front. And it should. I think the car should stop in a minute. There we go. So I've just been on the Wild River at Skegness Pleasure Beach. Thankfully I was sat right at the back of the car, which means I've only just got sprayed with water. But when you're right at the front, it can get you absolutely drenched. And now I'm going to head down to McDonald's because I'm getting hungry, and then I'm going to take you on the Dodgems. So I'm going to go and order my McDonald's now, and as you can see, it is on the same site as Skegness Pleasure Beach, and I think that's pretty much the only thing that's open all year round on the Pleasure Beach's land. There's a crazy golf course just there, and that's the promenade just there as well. I think that the promenade area has been here since 2004, and McDonald's, I think that was here since probably 2002, I think, or it might have been here since 2004. I don't know, but this used to be a big car park before McDonald's was built. So I think it's the only time that I've seen Botton's Pleasure Beach do major redevelopments of their land outside the amusement park area. So yeah, I'm now going to have a McDonald's, and I'll show you what I've ordered. So I'm getting hungry now, and it's just gone 5 o'clock now, so it's time for my dinner anyway. Right, my McDonald's has just arrived, and I've ordered at one of the self-ordering points. So as you can see, I've ordered a big arch medium meal with medium fries and a medium zero sugar Coke, and I've also got a Jaffa Cakes McFlurry as well, and I've also got a Frank's Red Hot Mayo as well. Quite surprised that these are still around, but yeah, that's my McDonald's that I've ordered, and I'm going to have my McDonald's now, and then afterwards, after my food's settled, I'll take you on some more rides at Skegness Pleasure Beach. So I'll see you later over at Skegness Pleasure Beach. Well, I've just finished my McDonald's now, and I'm going to head back to Pleasure Beach, and I might go on some Dodgems. I think there are a few other vloggers here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, so I might also go on the rides with them as well, like the Freak Out. But yeah, but I'm probably going to go on the Dodgems. That's what I'm going to do when I get back to the amusement park area at Skegness Pleasure Beach. I'm going to go and take you on the Dodgems. So I'm just going to walk through the arcade. So this is some of the amusement arcades here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, because this is the main amusement arcade building. I was walking through it because I'm literally getting to the main amusement park area, just through these doors. And I'm now resuming my vlog. So the next ride I'm going to do now is the Dodgems, and hopefully there'll be lots of riders on the Dodgems so I can get a good old bumping on the Dodgems. Well, I don't think you're supposed to, well, you're not really supposed to aggressively bump on the Dodgems, so I'll probably have to try and avoid bumping. But it should be a fun experience for me to do on the Dodgems, so I'll go and take on the Dodgems now, because I haven't shown you the POV of the Dodgems. So I'll see you over there. Well, here we go with another traditional fairground ride here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. It's the Dodgems. Now, the Dodgem track itself is manufactured by birthplace, but the Dodgem cars themselves are manufactured by Revachon. They had this Dodgem track since 2013, I believe. There was, before that, I think it was a supercar Dodgem track that they had before this, and it was identical to the one at Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. That's what they had until the end of the 2012 season. But yeah, there's quite a lot of people on the dodgems. Oh my gosh, my car just spun out of control. I'm trying to. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's lots of riders on the dodgems this time. There's lots of people on the dodgems this time, which makes it a really good ride. The idea of the dodgems is to dodge your way out of the other cars. You gotta be careful not to bump into others. Well, I don't mind the occasional bumping, as long as you don't do it aggressively, but it's head on that you're not allowed to do. Mind you, I love side-on bumping when it comes to dodgems, because if you've got the right dodgems car, they can easily slide out of control. Oh! These Reverchon dodgem cars, they've been here, I think they've been here with the previous dodgem track as well. But yeah, you can put any manufacturer with the dodgem track and dodgem cars. And there goes the siren, which means it's the end of the driving session.
Well, as you just seen earlier, that was just a circus entertainer just there. I had a selfie with him earlier, and yeah, I had that brief video there after the dodgems. That was a circus entertainer, one of the many characters around at Skegness Pleasure Beach's fun night. And now I'm going to have a go on the freak out again. Woo! Oh, I just had a few. I'm in a selfie shot. Yeah! I got a few photos of mine there. Hello. Well, I'm going to go on the freak out again now, because I think the other vloggers are down there as well, including my friend Lennon. So I'll see you down at the wave swinger. I think they're going on either the wave swinger or the freak out.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I've got Luke here from Russell's Family Rambles, another vlogger here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. There are quite a few vloggers here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, but the first one I met was Luke from Russell Family Rambles. I met him at Fantasy Island last week. But to see him here at Skegness Pleasure Beach with me as well, it's amazing for him to have a shout out on my YouTube channel.
I appreciate it. We're going to get on some rides together, aren't we?
We are, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like the freak out.
Yeah. I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. I'm sure we'll do well together.
We'll have to hold hands or something, won't we?
Yeah.
Do it together.
Yeah, we might as well. Well, here I am on the Ferris wheel with Russell's Family Rambles, and they were just doing a vlog earlier from the top of the Ferris wheel.
It's rather windy, isn't it?
It is, yes. Will. And there's you and Dolly, is it?
Yeah.
That's a lovely name, Dolly.
Blowing me hair this wind, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's quite windy up there, but at least it's not too windy.
Nice and chilly. And all
It is, yeah. I was checking the weather forecast on the weather, and it was forecast to be sunny today.
Let's be positive. It is a little bit sunny.
Yeah.
It's a little bit windy as well.
But we are nearing the end of the summer already. Yeah. It's going to be autumn soon. Well, here we go. I have behind me Stormy Stan from the RNLI. Hello. He's one of the many characters visiting the Pleasure Beach here on the fun night. Hello, Stormy Stan. And I've just been on the big wheel earlier with Russell's Family Rambles, and
And I'm going to go on the freakouts later with them once they've recovered from their dizziness. So yeah, it's lovely to meet Stormy Stan from the RNLI. I'll see you over at the freakouts, everyone. And I'll see you later, Stormy Stan. Bye-bye. Oh, there's even more characters here in Skegness Pleasure Beach. Oh, we got Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, and we got one of the Minecraft characters. Brilliant. I might go and say hello to them. Well, as you can see, that's Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I'm happy that Stitch is here to cause chaos at Skegness Pleasure Beach. I just hope he knows where the laser, Stitch. There we go, we've had a few selfies here. You behave yourself, won't you, Stitch? You will. Well, I'm going to go and say hello to the Minecraft character now. So I'll see you later, Stitch. Have a good time at the Pleasure Beach. Hopefully I might see you on some ride as well, Stitch. Looks like we've got a fire performance here, everyone, at Skegness Pleasure Beach. Another attraction here on the fun night. I've got to say, it's a really good performance as well. There's a Transformer bot again. From Transformers.
Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
You want to do dodgy ball?
Hang on. Hang on, Lennon. I think Lennon's asking me to go on the dodgems with him. So I'll see you over there, everyone. I've got a few fans of mine here, waiting in the queue on the dodgems. Would you like to give a shout out?
Where's your mohawk?
No, I'm not a Skegness official, I'm Sam B.
Yeah, Sam B.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm going to have a go on the dodgems again, and I've got Carl from Fairground Amusement Team magazine with me. And I think that's his son with him. And this is Lennon. We're all going to have a go at singing house on the dodgems at Skegness Pleasure Beach. Let's have it! Yeah! Let's have it! Bring it on!
Yeah, bring it on!
Bring it on! I hope I'll be the winner on the dodgems. We'll see how far we can bump, because you're not meant to bump aggressively on these dodgems.
That one's win! Last one's win!
Yeah.
So the winner gets the last one.
Well, hopefully I'll be the winner.
Well, here we go with dodgem take number 2. This time I'm battling it out with Cole from Amusement from Fairground magazine and my fellow fairground enthusiast Leonard Paul. And well, we've got to be careful with how we jump because we're not allowed to head on or aggressive jumping. But we can do like jumping. It's going to feel like more like driving go-karts in a way, I think. Hopefully we won't get any traffic jams on the dodgems. Well, again, we've got lots of riders on the dodgems because it is very busy at Skegness Pleasure Beach today, with it being fun night. I'll say it looks like it's just as busy as Fantasy Island, their rival. Oh, Carl's son just bumped me. Oh. I think that's his son. car's not spinning out of control. Traffic jam! Hopefully I've got myself out of the traffic jam here. I'm trying to avoid all the bumping. There can be a bit of a knee action when you bump. That's the problem with these Reverchon Dodgem cars. Oh, I think a siren's just sounded there. Oh.
Well, just you just want to say hello.
Hello!
Oh, hello.
Right, so we've got Queen Bee.
Okay. I think Carl's going to go on the Queen Bee next, I think.
Yeah, Queen Bee.
And that was a good ride on the Dodgems, that was. It was a good battle. So it can be a bit of a knee basher on these Dodgem cars when you bump into each other. So that's why you've got to be careful. What do you want to say?
Like and subscribe, guys. That's all I got to say.
Well, that's what he's going to say. Like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah, it's
Subscribing to my channel, that is. Sam B. That's the name of my channel. But next up, we're going to go on the Queen Bee coaster now. And as you can see, the sun's starting to set. But we're going to go on the Queen Bee coaster again. Third time in a row I've filmed on this. And then hopefully Carl will want to go on the waltzers next. Well, actually, as I've already... what do you want to say?
Sunbeam. Like subscribe to Sunbeam, please.
Thank you very much. We just had a change of plans. I'm going to go on the Flying Dumbos whilst Carl goes on the Queen Bee with his son, and then of course I'm going to go on the waltzers with him. So I'm going to take you on the Flying Dumbos next, and it's a Colmax Plus Flying Dumbos ride, and in my opinion, it does suit the park very well. It does. And one thing I like about these Flying Dumbos is their lantern design. So I'm going to show you what the Flying Dumbos is like. And yeah, I'm going to take on the Flying Dumbos now. This family ride has been here since 2017, and it's manufactured by Colmax Plus. The one thing I like about these Flying Dumbos rides is that they have these lanterns on the fencing here, so it makes it very beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to take on the Flying Dumbos next. One thing I like about these Flying Dumbos is that it's a self-controlled ride, because when you press the pedal, when you press and hold the pedal, it raises your elephant, but when you let go of it, it lowers it. And that's what you do whilst the ride is revolving for a certain amount of time. Hopefully there's some space for me to go on the Dumbos. But I might have to wait for the next ride. We'll see. I think the ride is full, so I'm going to have to wait for the next ride. But I'll show you a quick off-ride shot of the Dumbos in action once the ride starts, and then I'll take you on ride. Oh, I've just had a change of plans. Before I do go on the Flying Dumbos, I'm going to go on the roof. I'm going to go on the roof for a view of the Pleasure Beach with me and several other vloggers, because James Botton has invited us onto the roof to get a good view of the Pleasure Beach from the top. I'm going to do that first before I go on the Flying Dumbos. So here we go. Let's go and enjoy the roof view, everyone. I'm looking forward to this, and I've got several other vloggers here like Russell's Family Rambles as well. It'll be lovely to enjoy the view from the top of the Queen Bee coaster, it will. Leonard's going with me as well.
And it's possible that Carl from Amusement Team Magazine might be coming with us too. But here we go. It's a bit busy up here in a minute because it's so crowded for fun night at the Pleasure Beach. But I'm going to be enjoying the view of Skegness Pleasure Beach, everyone. Well, I've got to say, that's the first for me. Being invited onto the rooftop on top of the main amusement arcade building here at Skegness Pleasure Beach. The view around here is amazing. So I'm going to show you around the view of Skegness. I love that Skegness Pleasure Beach sign here on the wall. It's not very often to see these illuminated signs on the walls here, but it does look good. And then over here, you've got the view of the Pleasure Beach. So even though I may not have been able to do the Millennium Climate Fantasy Island, at least the Botton's family here at Skegness Pleasure Beach have invited me onto the roof on top of the main amusement arcade building for the fun night. Which is very nice of them, I think. Oh, we got another vlogger here.
Another vlogger, pal.
Neil, our greatest adventures.
I've seen you earlier.
You have, definitely.
Been on any rides yet?
I have, yes. Been on loads of rides.
What do you think to the swing?
I think it's amazing. Oh, I'm being invited for a group photo shot. So here we go for the group photo shot.
Let's vlog him.
I think we might be having another group photo shot as well. But I've got to say, the view up here on the roof is amazing. But as you just saw earlier, the view of the Pleasure Beach from up top on the roof here is amazing. And it's still quite good on top of the Queen Bee whilst you wait for the Queen Bee coaster. But to actually walk on this part of the roof, it's a lovely experience that me and several vloggers have been invited to do. So I'd like to say a massive big thank you for James Botton for inviting me on top of the roof here, so I can do some rooftop views up here. And hopefully, when the laser show starts at 9 o'clock, we'll still be up here to record the laser show. Well, it's all going on here, all the action, which is good.
Right, is everyone happy?
Yeah!
Brilliant. I'll help this off one at a time, okay?
Oh, we're coming down the stairs now. Now that's all over. I'm going to resume my video on the Dumbos now. And then I'm going to go on the waltzers again, and then the freak out again, and hopefully by 8:30 the sky will fall dark, and I'll get some nighttime shots of my separate video before I do the video of the laser show. I've had a change of plans first. First of all, I'm going to go on the freak out with Luke from Russell's Family Rambles, and then that's what I'm going to go on first, the freak out, and then I'm going to go on the Dumbos with Carl from Fun Fair Amusement Team Magazine.
Good.
Yeah. So that'll be my change of plans here. I'm going to go on the freakouts first. So I'll see you over on the freakouts. Wow. And as you can see, it's starting to look a lot better now at night time. All the bright lighting package and everything. It's definitely going to be a time machine because it's going to take me back to riding Mark Thurston's Chaos at Boston Fair. So I'll see you over on the freakout. But it definitely does look so much better. I'll just do an off-ride shot of the freakout. And then I'll... Don't worry, I'm putting it in my bag.
We're on the freakout at night time. I think I might actually continue my vlog into the night as well at the Pleasure Beach. Because the sky's already started to feel dark already. But this is going to be a bit of a time machine because it's going to take me back to riding Mark Thurston's Chaos at Boston Fair, both the May and October ones. Here we go. The freakout is Skegness Pleasure Beach. Hey. Here we go! The freakout is Skegness Pleasure Beach at night time! Here we go! Here we go! At night time. Here we go! Oh my God! Oh my God! I started the chaos already. I gotta say, this is not a bad freakout to ride on at night at Skegness Pleasure Beach. I just had a try to say that if anyone was sick. I think this is a lovely ride. It's the best ride at Skegness Pleasure Beach. The Freak House. London one's better. Pardon? London one's better. Oh. And also who's been showing Freak House at London. I'll find out. Oh. Well, that's the Freak House at night time. Hey guys, don't forget any belongings.
Well, as you can see, the Pleasure Beach is already starting to fall dark already, so I'm going to incorporate my nighttime POVs into my vlog because the sky is already falling dark. So I thought I might as well continue my vlog into the night. But as you just saw, I've ridden the Freak House at Skegness Pleasure Beach, and wow, what an amazing machine it is at night time. And now I'm going to finally go on the Dumbos, and then the waltzers, and the wave swinger, and then hopefully the Big Ben Tower before the laser show starts at 9 o'clock. And if the laser show, and hopefully if there's time for the rides after 9 o'clock when the laser show finishes, I'll go on a few more rides in the pitch black sky. I'll probably do them as separate POVs. So I'm going to take you on the Dumbos now and enjoy the ride. Well, here we go on the flying Dumbos. Now, I've got to say, I've never done a nighttime POV of this ride before, so I thought I might show you on the Dumbos. As you can see, it's a lovely overhead view of the Pleasure Beach when you get to the top, and it's also a self-controlled ride as well. You've got a pedal that allows your elephant to go up and go down, and I'm going back down again, just pressing my pedal, and I'm going back up again. And as you can see, the sky is already fully fallen dark. So that's really good, that the sky's already pretty much gone dark. But as you can see, the fairground has a really good atmosphere at night time here at Skegness Pleasure Beach when the sky has fallen dark. Well, it's nearly 8:25, so I don't know how many more rides are going to squeeze in. I might possibly incorporate my laser show into the vlog, I think, if it's going to be about 10 minutes long. But I've still got the wave swinger and the waltzers to do at night time, and also Perrin Stevens' Big Ben Tower. I think pretty much everyone's decided to go up in the air. Shame about the lanterns not being lit though, but still, I still think that the Dumbos is a really nice addition to the park that they had back in 2017. I think we're all going down now because I think that's the end of the ride. Oh, they're testing the lasers up there, so I think they might be nearly ready soon. We've only got about 25 minutes to go before the laser show. So that was my nighttime POV on the flying Dumbos, and now I'm going to go on the wave swinger and do a nighttime POV of the wave swinger. I think I'm going to incorporate my nighttime POVs and the laser show into my vlog, I think. I've had a change of plan because it's nearing 8:30 already, and I probably won't have time to do separate nighttime POVs on the rides at the Pleasure Beach because of this. Mind you, the Pleasure Beach will be open until 9:30 tonight, so I'll probably see what I can do afterwards. But here we go, we're going to go on the wave swinger next, which is Skegness Pleasure Beach's newest ride for 2025. They've had 3 new rides here this year because they've had first they had the Jurassic Resurrection, and And then secondly, they have Perrin Stevenson's Big Ben Tower. And thirdly, we've got the wave swinger. So I'm going to take you on the wave swinger now and show you what it's like at night time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Here we go, with the wave swinger at night time at Skegness Pleasure Beach. I've never done this before, but I've always wanted to do this new ride at night time. Here we go. I was never able to do this with a Super Trooper, but at least I'm able to do this with the big wave swinger. Here we go! Here we go! Let's see what I think of this Vessel and Barbarian wave swinger. Well, flying swinger is what they call it. But yeah, not Pleasure Beach at Skegness, they call this the wave swinger. Oh, here we go! Got some lovely LED lighting here. I've got to say it looks even more beautiful at night time, but the sky is fully full and dark, so I think I might do another POV of the freak out later once the laser show is finished. And I've got to say, even though the queue is long on the wave swinger, I've got to say the food cost must be very high because I wasn't waiting too long in that long queue on the wave swinger, which is good. But apparently, according to Jordan, he'll say Skegness Pleasure Beach is getting just as busy as Nottingham Goose Fair. Still just the tilting out and swinging out job this does. Never been on the wave swinger at night time before, so this is my first time. Oh, I think the ride's coming to an end because I can feel it slowing down to a stop. Here we go. I've never known the Skegness Pleasure Beach to be this busy before. Normally I've only seen it that busy at their rival Fantasy Island, but to see it really busy at Skegness Pleasure Beach is really good. I think it's really good for their business, the Botton family. But yeah, I gotta say over here at Skegness Pleasure Beach, theirs is more like an actual fairground compared to their rival Fantasy Island, where theirs is more like a proper theme park. Well, I'd say hybrid between fairground and theme park. So this is more like a traditional fairground. Well, I think I can see the towers just about to lower. And there goes the bell, which indicates the end of the ride cycle for the wave swinger.
I've just been on the wave swinger at Skegness Pleasure Beach, and I'm going to try and see if I can squeeze in the waltzers before the laser show starts. Because well, hopefully they can fix the ride in time. Because they are still fixing the ride at the minute on the waltzers, but hopefully they should fix it quickly and be able to get it ready in time. But hopefully it'll be ready in time because this queue decided to get big on the waltzers. But I might decide to go on the Big Ben Tower whilst they're fixing it.
Are you going to fix it, Lily?
I think it's going to take a while before they get it repaired. I think. So I think I might go over to the Big Ben Tower.
What are you going on?
Get the video.
Alfie! You.
Well, they're still repairing the waltz, and it's going to take about 10 minutes. So it might bring me into 5 minutes before the laser show. So I'm going to go on Heron Stevens' Big Ben Tower and do a POV of it at night time before I watch the laser show. Oh, it says they're open again at 9:30. I think they're winding down for the laser show, I think. Yeah, as you can see here, it says here, close to the laser show, reopen at 9:30. Well, looks like I'm going to have a plan C, because this was my plan B. And I think they're sorting the Big Ben Tower. So I'll have to go on Heron Stevens' Big Ben Tower later, before I get my taxi back to Boston. Well, as it is now nearly 5 minutes before the laser show starts, I'm going to do that first before I do the POVs of the waltzer and the freak out. Oh, I just had a thumbs up there. I wonder who that was.
The mayor.
Oh, that was the mayor of Skegness. Oh, hello.
You alright?
I'm fine, thank you. Are you?
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, thank you.
Brilliant.
I've got to say, I've never met the mayor of Skegness before.
Oh, you have now.
We're a selfie together.
Yeah.
Oh. There we go.
There you go. Have a good night.
You too. Well, it was lovely to have bumped into the mayor of Skegness. It's nice. Do you know what? I've never seen the mayor at Skegness Pleasure Beach before, so that's nice. For the mayor to attend Skegness Fair, as I like to call this. I would like a shout out.
Yeah.
Oh, got a few more fans here. Hello.
Skegness, here we go!
Here we go. Woo! How does that start?
Well done.
Get ready to experience the sunlight extravaganza laser show. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Can you tell the street? Can you tell the street?
I will in a minute. Just watching the laser show first.
Yes, thank you. So I'll say this is a fantastic laser show at Skegness Pleasure Beach. It's nice to have some pre-firework cannons as well, and as well as the fire cannons. Wow! Here we go again. Wow! Seeing the lasers coming in from the greenhouse is amazing. Wow, we're actually on top of the game stalls from the market building, so amazing. Amazing. Okay, there are some occasional fireworks here on the laser show, but overall this does look good. Wow! results were amazing as well. I think it's very much turned into a nightclub display as well. So it reminds me of a nightclub as well around here because a lot of people are gathering here to watch the laser show. That's why it's so busy into the night at Skegness Pleasure Beach. And as you can see, Terence Stevens's Big Ben Tower is running throughout the whole session as well. They're joining the light show. Whoa! Looks like they've got some firework cannons here that look like Roman candles. But the rest are all just lasers and fire cannons. It definitely looks like a nightclub venue here at the minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the Fun Night Extravaganza.
Hey! I think it's nearly over. Oh, yeah! They're going again. Woo! I gotta say, I love the laser show here. Whoa! Fireworks! Or they're just flares, I think. Yay! Oh my gosh, fireworks! Woo! The Big Ben chimes. What's going on here? Wow. What's going on here? This feels like New Year's Eve. I think New Year's Eve has come early, everyone. Now I see why the Big Ben Tower was running and joining the light display, because they had some smart cannons on it. So that's what the guys were putting on there. Yay! I think that's over now, I think. But I've got to say that was a really cool laser show that was. Oh, and the lights are back on again. So here we go. Let's continue with the rest of my POVs. Well, here we go. Let's have a go on the waltzers now. And because I've got about 15 minutes left, so I'm going to get the rides done, the waltzer and the freak out again, and then I'm going to do a bit of the Terence Stevens' Big Ben Tower to finish off with before I get my taxi back to Boston. Here comes Lightning McQueen. Whoa! Well, there goes Lightning McQueen. It's nice to get a quick shot of the car.
Well, here we go again on the waltzers. As you can see, it's getting really dark now at Skegness Pleasure Beach. So here we are on the waltzers, and I'm here here with Paul from, Fairground Amusement TV magazine. So here we are, we're doing a nighttime POV of the waltzers. I also want to mention, they're manufactured by Lake in Maxwell, these waltzers. I think they've been here in the Pleasure Beach since the 1960s. Here we are, so the next one POV. Here we go, we're in birthplace. I think this is going to take me back to riding the waltzers of Boston Fair, this is, especially how the temperature's warm. Although this waltz will never beat the atmosphere creator. There's still those good substitutes when the fair cross in Boston. I still love Skegness Pleasure Beach. As I say, any waltzer at night time, whether they're fairground or amusement park, they really do have a good atmosphere at night time, they do. So I'm going to come and dance venue. Definitely taking me back to ride the atmosphere. Here we go again. Like I say, what a ride at Skegness Pleasure Beach this was. Riding the waltzers at Skegness Pleasure Beach. It definitely took me back in time this time. But it took me back to riding Albert Empty's Atmosphere Creator at Boston Fair, it did.
Well, that was a ride on the waltzers at Skegness Pleasure Beach. Now, unfortunately, the Freak House has already closed, so I can't do. I was going to say that was just a little announcement to say that the Pleasure Beach is now closed. But yeah, unfortunately, the Freak House has now closed because I think it closed 10 minutes before closing time. But as you can see, it's already now. They've already covered up the seats now, and it's all closed. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do another nighttime POV of the Freak Out. But at least I've done one before. But I wish I could have done another one because the sky is now fully dark. But I'll probably do a nighttime POV of the Freak Out again next season, I think. Or maybe at the end of October, since the sky will fall much darker when the clocks go back. So yeah, I'm going to head down to Perrin Stevens's Big Ben Tower now. Oh, see you later, Ashley. That was just Ashley Steeples telling me to see you later. So I'm going to go on Perrin Stevens's Big Ben Tower now. and I'm going to take you on to see what it's like at night time, because I've never done a nighttime POV of Heron Stevens' Big Ben Tower, and now that it's back open, I'm going to have a go on it, and at least it's going to be open. At least it's open later than 9:30. That's the main thing. So I'm going to take you on the Big Ben Tower and show you what it's like at night time on ride, and hopefully I'll get some lovely aerial views of Skegness from the top of the tower. So here we go. Well, here I am on Heron Stevens' Big Ben Tower. This is going to be my last ride of the evening, because that's still going to continue into the night. I'm going to get that ride done, and then I'm going to get my taxi back. So I'll see you on the ride. And of course I've got my vloggers here as well. My fellow vloggers. So I'll see you on the Big Ben Tower when this ride is done.
Stop swinging, please. When we cry, we're flying high. We're flying right up to the sky. We fly so high. We're flying right up to the sky.
With the final ride of the evening, Heron Stevens' Big Ben Tower. Here we go. I've never done this before at night time, but it's definitely very different. I did a daytime POV of this earlier, and now I'm doing the nighttime POV. Doing this at night time. I bet the view of Skegness is amazing at the top at night time. So I've never done this before, but I've always wanted to. You can just see the sea. Yeah, you can. And perhaps you might see Hunstanton in the distance as well. Alright? Not cold? No. Here we go! Oh my gosh! Oh. Imagine doing this for 5 hours in a row. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I can feel the winds rushing on this, everyone. Oh no. Oh my gosh. It's even scarier at night time from the top. What's it? If you don't think I'm not afraid of heights. Don't say that, Lemon. Wow, that looks nice. It does. I can hear the 20th Century Fox theme. What? I don't know. Can you see any pictures? No. I don't know where the taxi's parked. Wait. I don't know if it's sure my taxi's next. Well, I've got a taxi back home after I've done this ride. And then of course I'm going to do a closing video on my vlog before I get the taxi back to Boston, everyone. But yeah, it's lovely to see Skegness at night time for the first time in so many years. And I think I just saw a glowing tower in the distance as well. What's that? What's open? It's what? The wind tower which are the power generators. Oh. I thought that glowing tower in the distance was a fairground ride, so that's already been like summer. Yeah? Yeah, that's magic. Not magic. Oh. Maybe that colourful tower I just saw in the distance was Fantasy Island Starflyer. Yeah, that's Starflyer. Well, it's funny how it's still glowing at night time. They don't close every 20 minutes. Pardon? They don't close. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. But at least I got the whole ride on here. Can I borrow it? I'm not sure. Anyway, well, that was the end of the ride on the Big Ben Tower. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the ride to lower, and then I'm going to do my closing vlog. But I've got to say, riding the Big Ben Tower at Skegness at night time, it certainly is much more scarier than what it is at daytime. Overall, that was a very good experience. I can hear the music again. Here we go, the ride's going down to the ground. Here we go, landing in 3, 2, 1, and we've landed.
Well, that's the end of my Skegness Pleasure Beach vlog now, and I've got to get a taxi back to Boston now. So I'll see you all later, and I would like to say a massive big thank you to James Botton for giving me some free vouchers for both me and my friend Lennon, so we can have free wristbands all day, and also giving me £50 for a taxi back to Boston. Because if he hadn't done that, it would not have been possible for me to watch the laser show during the fun night. But he said he didn't want me to miss it, so he was paying for my taxi back home. So bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye. Well, it's nice to have a bit of an audience, but yeah, it's now the end of my day at Skegness Pleasure Beach, and I'd like to say good evening. Well, I'd like to say good night, everyone, and have a good evening, whatever you're doing this weekend. So I'll see you all later, and from me and all the vloggers at Skegness Pleasure Beach, a very good night, and see you later. Bye for now, and don't forget, everyone, like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'll see you all later. Bye for now.